guys, today's video is special one because I want to show you a new game that is in development right now. The game is called Insect Kingdom and I have here with me the developer of the game. Welcome eRogue, or how you spell that.
Hello, yes. Is that it? That's it.
Oh, good. Could you tell shortly about your game? Where did you get the idea and why insects?
There's many things that go into it, actually. One of those things would be Brave Wilderness, which is like a YouTube channel. It's kind of a educational slash entertainment slash, the guy lets himself get stung, basically.
I
And
have watched it. It's really entertaining.
I know, right? And that's what kind of got me into it. I bought my first centipede, first insect, which was a centipede. And I went from there, actually.
Okay.
But I always wanted to make a video game. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
So that was
Kill two birds with one stone, I guess.
exactly.
Yeah.
I love the idea of insect survival.
There isn't many out there, so,
Yeah.
it's kind of a gap in the market, you could say.
Exactly. It's like
Yeah.
you have found a niche.
Exactly.
But yeah, I have here the Kickstarter page, and there is 26 days to go today.
Yep.
And the goal is 100,000 pounds. Can you tell me why 100,000?
There's many reasons. Most of them I put into a video down at the Kickstarter. It's kind of at the very bottom. The biggest problem is hiring people. I need to hire a programmer and a sound designer.
Yeah.
That's a necessity, and that's not even including because right now I'm doing, for example, 3D modeling, texturing, rigging, and animation, as well as graphic design. So I also need someone to help me with those things.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So you have.
So that's part of it.
Yeah, and you have.
A big part of it, I'd say. Sorry.
Yeah, it's alright. But you have done pretty much everything yourself, which is very impressive.
Yeah, I'd say so. My girlfriend's been helping me out a lot, don't get me wrong. But she wasn't doing development. It's just, lifting my spirits.
That's good.
And helping me manage social media.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so big props to her.
That's amazing. When did you start the development?
It was in June. I'm not exactly sure if it was at the start of June or at the end, but
Yeah.
that's when I officially started. I've made 3D models beforehand, but I had to scrap them. I've actually changed my computer, and I lost like 10 models.
Oh.
I had like a earwig, I had a stag beetle, the ones that I have currently, and some others. And I lost them.
Oh, that sucks.
They weren't of the quality which I wanted them to be, so it's not that big of an issue, so it's fine. Yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty bad. You lost a lot of things there.
Yeah, I wish I saved the screenshot so I could show it, but I literally have nothing. I might as well be lying at this point, so.
No, I don't think. What else hardships you have had gone through with the development than losing the models?
Other hardships. All of this has been a big learning experience, and a lot of hairs have been pulled out of my head trying to figure out things. Especially at I'd say at the texturing stage. I hate it, and I still hate doing textures, so that's always nice. Yeah, learning all these new things inside of programs I haven't even touched. It was, it's all new, and it's all at a very fast pace.
Yeah, very fast indeed. What I have seen.
Yeah.
So, what is the state of the game right now?
Right now, pretty much all of the assets are in place. The insects that I want to develop for, pre-alpha are already waiting, all textured and rigged. So right now I'm just adding 3D animations.
Yeah.
And yeah, making sure all works well. I think that's the only thing I'm missing.
Mm.
And also a programmer to help me put this stuff together.
Yeah, yeah.
Because as all right as I'm doing with blueprints, I need a programmer to do custom code.
Okay. Yeah. So
Yeah.
so you need a programmer, maybe somebody doing the textures.
Yeah, preferably textures and future 3D models, I'd say.
Yeah. All right. So.
And hopefully a rigger. So it's a person who makes skeletons for the models.
Oh yeah.
Which you then move to animate them.
Oh right.
Yeah. In the ideal scenario, I would like to, 3D animate and work within Unreal Engine. So that's the only thing I really want to do, to be honest.
Because right now you are using what was the program that you use right now?
I'm using several, but for 3D animation and rigging, I use Maya. For modeling and unwrapping, I use 3ds Max. And for texturing, first I used Photoshop, but then I realized Substance Painter is a thing, so I moved on to that.
Okay, yeah.
And Premiere Pro for like editing stuff, and Unreal Engine for everything else.
All right.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Okay.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. Yeah, that's a wow
Yeah.
handful. And
yeah.
And you're just one person.
Yeah, and it's pretty frustrating because obviously I don't remember everything that I've learned. If I'm gonna go back to 3D modeling another insect, I'm probably gonna have to look at tutorials because I forgot many things. So it's easier to just focus on like 3D animation and working inside Unreal Engine, and yeah.
It's probably a little bit different to rig and model insects anyway, because
yeah, it's all very different. You have to know different stuff inside different tools inside of each software.
There's a lot of more legs than usually.
A lot of more. That's probably part of the reason why there isn't many games about insects.
Yeah.
3D animating them is a nightmare.
I bet it is.
Yeah, I mean, I enjoy it, don't get me wrong, but I can understand why people avoid it. Yeah.
So, do you think the game would be ready for early access on Steam in the time that you stayed in the Kickstarter, which is, what was it, November?
Yeah, I put November. Ideally, before that. I always strive to, do my deadlines before the time. So I'd say so, yeah. Definitely by November, we're going to have early access.
Early access, all right.
Yes.
And
right now I'm just worried about pre-alpha, for May, I think.
Yeah, that was my next question. And
okay.
I was gonna ask, what about the pre-alpha? What's gonna be in it in pre-alpha?
So for the people who bought the pledge for the pre-alpha, which in my currency is £17, they will basically tag along the whole journey, of testing the game. So we're gonna start off with probably only the ant. Everyone's only gonna be able to play as the ant at start. And then slowly and surely I'm gonna add the honeybee, then the spider, then the tier 2 creatures, until, also the AI, until we're ready to publish on Steam. Yeah.
Is there gonna be like I try to remember you talk about it in your one of your streams. Some kind of mission as a leaf cutter, because you're like your soldier.
Soldier, yeah. You're talking about the event?
Yeah, the event. Yeah, that was it. Yeah.
So yeah, it's basically going to be like a global thing, which happens every in-game day, and AI from the ant colony will go out in a group of like 40, I'd say, and search for a certain type of leaf. So they're gonna create this conga line, which they're gonna travel to that place, cut the leaves, and then bring them back to the colony. Now there will be rewards attached to it. So, for example, every ant player which takes part inside of the event will earn rewards. For example, points to earn the tier 2 creatures,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
as well as many others like achievements and stuff. Because everyone loves achievements, so yeah.
Yeah, they're fun.
Yeah, exactly. And the opposition, so like the honeybee, the spider, the dragonfly, they're gonna earn their own rewards for killing them,
Yeah.
for killing the AI, not the soldiers.
Oh, okay, okay. Interesting.
So it's gonna be a nice way to like engage people. Like, yeah, basically.
Do you think that's gonna be in the pre-alpha, or is it like a early access thing?
With Adam, with the way my map is designed, I don't think so. There will be AI, but the event will come with the early access, I'd say.
Oh, okay.
We'll see. Maybe I'll get a new map soon. I mean, before the early access, and then I'll put it in there. Definitely.
Can you tell me about the difference between the insects and their tiers?
Yeah, so most people, draw comparisons to like the Isle, for example. But I want to put more emphasis into each character, basically. So you're not going to be able to play as one as you play as the other. Because, obviously, a honeybee has a stinger, it's tankier than the ant, it has wings. So that already creates a new playstyle for you to play as. The ant, for example, will be able to recruit up to 3 or 4, I haven't decided yet, worker AI to then use them as, defensively, offensively, or, to just grab the attacker while you deal the final blow. If that makes sense.
Yeah, yeah.
And the spider obviously has its web.
Yeah.
So that's unique in its own.
Yeah. That's gonna be very interesting.
Yeah, there will be something for everyone.
Yeah.
If you're more of the patient type, you just play as the praying mantis or the spider, and just wait for your prey.
Exactly.
Or you can build, or if you're more of an artist type, you can just build webs, whatever you want with them. It's all done manually, so let your creativity fly, I guess. And if you're more of a competitive player, I would probably suggest like the ant, because it's weaker than the others, and but it's faster. So you can definitely take on anyone if you're skilled enough as the ant.
Yeah, because the if I understood correctly, the combat is stamina based.
Yes, very much so. Yeah.
But there's like a different fight mechanics that I saw, like leap, block, bump, grab, and you can also wiggle out from the grab.
Yeah, all of that. I think that would add a bit more depth into the combat, obviously. Yeah, I want to include a lot of stuff and especially with the stamina. So there will be like 2 different playstyles you can take, essentially. You can either like force your way through the opponent, since you deal the more damage, you can just overpower him. Or you can take the playstyle of a preservative kind of player. So, just wait for your opponent to tire out, and when he does, that's when you attack him. So that's more of an ant playstyle, I'd say.
Yeah. Interesting. Very interesting.
Yeah, so everything will drain stamina. from little movements to hops to attacks. You won't be necessarily able to spam the attack because that will drain stamina as well. So everything has to be calculated and, well timed.
I like that.
Yeah, basically. So even if you attack, you're risking yourself of exposing yourself.
Exactly.
If you miss the attack. So that would be cool.
Yeah, not like face tanking everything you see.
I played enough of the Isle to know that doesn't work. Yeah.
I usually do that. As a Rex, I like to face tank things.
I mean, I do that as well, but still, I wanted to add more depth to it.
Yeah, which is good that there's like different play styles according to different players.
Yes.
But yeah, so that's about the combat. And so it's kinda progression based. You hop from tier 1 to tier 2 when you have done the events and got enough points.
You can, but you don't really have to.
Yeah.
It's kind of a thing that it's a reward for you for doing well in the game.
Yeah.
So if you want to stay as the end, you might as well do.
Yeah.
There's no problem. The tier 1s, however, will cost tokens to play as, which recharge over time. So for example, it takes 1 token to choose your character, and then 6 hours to replenish that token. And it's not that big of an issue. For example, you can just go to sleep, wake up, and you have a new token already. Or go to work, wake up, and another one.
Yeah.
So it's mostly to prevent things like invasion.
Yeah.
So for example, the ants invade the hive, the honeybee hive, and I don't want the honeybees to just keep spawning when they die. They can spawn up to 5 times and that's it.
Okay, that's good.
I think that would be good. I guess you could use the points that you would use for tier 2s to replenish those tokens as well. I think that would be cool. But yeah, we'll see.
But yeah, it doesn't take too much of a time when you think about it. So
yeah, it's not that bad.
It's not that bad, yeah.
There will be ways to replenish it quicker. For example, if you survive a whole day inside of the game, let's say you replenish 1 token.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So you get rewarded for doing well, basically.
That's very good.
That's what we need, let's be honest, in video games.
Definitely.
You don't want to just grind, into the dirt and then get nothing for it.
Yeah. I hate it when you have to just grind and basically get nothing from it.
Exactly. And that's kind of part of the reason why I didn't choose to include, like breeding and growing up.
Yeah.
So, from a caterpillar to a butterfly or whatever. Because, first of all, I'd say that's boring in a way. Like, there's not much experience you're going to have as a caterpillar.
Yeah.
And, yeah, I don't know. It's just, you're preventing your players from enjoying the game for like an hour or so. So what's the point of that?
There's like no point, because if you're like a caterpillar, you're free food.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because you can't really do much, and that's probably one of the bad things when you have to grow in games.
Yeah, obviously the token system is going to be like the punishment for dying. If you die too many times, then, well, tough shit, basically. You have to wait now. But
well,
yeah.
But yeah, it's good to have some punishment anyways. Well, I don't know if I have anything else to ask. Do you have anything to tell me that I didn't?
Nah, I'm good. I don't know. I don't know what else to add. Support the Kickstarter. The goal is very high.
Yes.
100,000. It's a lot, but if I would put any less, I would be a liar because I wouldn't be able to achieve what I'm promising with less, if that makes sense.
Exactly. And
so yeah.
And you also stream your development on Twitch?
Yes, 5 times a week now. I've decided to bump it up because for American players, for American viewers, my previous times didn't really fit. So yeah, I've added Friday and Sunday to my repertoire, basically. So yeah, 5 times a week.
That's a lot.
And I mean, it's necessary, right? Those people are supporting me, so the least I can do is communicate.
That's true. That's so true.
Yeah.
And what I have noticed on your streams, you're very open about talking your game and the mechanics and all.
That's one thing I don't understand about developers. Like, why don't you? Like,
yeah,
come on.
Just be.
I don't know.
Be transparent. And
I don't want to talk shit, but like.
Yeah, exactly. Not shit.
Yeah,
but,
I'll leave it at that.
Yeah. And you also have Discord. I'm gonna leave all the links to your to the description box below, where you can find the Discord, Twitch, and Kickstarter, and Instagram.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
But yeah, this is it. Thank you, E-Rock.
Thank you. Thank you for interviewing me. I appreciate it.
No problem. And now all I have to say is good luck. And I hope your game succeeds because I'm very interested in it and I can't wait to try it out.
Trust me neither. I can't wait.
Nice. But yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. And moi moi.
Bye bye.